O gelna tashi dile. Tashi dile. So how you find this 37 practice of Bodhisattva, or the Bodhisattva's way of life, or Bodhisattva's way of training yourself? Maybe that is better. Bodhisattva, Gyalse, you know, Gyalse means son of the Buddha. Son of the Buddha. You know, physically Buddha had only one son. You know, there is a all the bodhisattvas are also called as a son of Bodhisattva. Yeah, so son of Bodhisattva means cancer. Yeah, so son of Bodhisattva means those who follow the footstep of Buddha, or those who inspired by Buddha's view through his teaching, and who have the desire to become mobile data.
But it's slow.
So then maybe you tell them, maybe today it's not very good, we cannot.
Today's Wi-Fi here also not stable. So now we use phone, like phone internet, like 4G. So we don't know when I talk like this or in Rinpoche talk, do you hear very clearly?
Can you hear us?
Yes, Sri Muchela.
Because you know, the interruption of the weather, very flood, so all these wires are something wrong, and the internet is very unstable today. So can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, Nupikela.
Việt Nam có nghe được.
Hả?
Có nghe được Giang ơi.
Dạ có. Dạ có.
Nhưng
mà nó hơi yếu nhưng mà vẫn được.
Có nghe được ạ.
Okay. They said can hear.
Can hear, but maybe sometimes cannot hear. Now you can hear, but maybe after some time cannot hear because this internet is not stable.
Hôm nay cái mạng wifi nó không ổn định ấy, cho nên là đang sử dụng cái mạng điện thoại. Cho nên là có thể là có những lúc nó cũng sẽ khó nghe.
Yeah, so if you want to, if you hear me, did you hear what I was telling? I was asking you. So, what do you think? What do you think? Did you do any homework, or did you read again? And if you have, then what do you think about this practice of 37, practice of Bodhisattva, or the way of Bodhisattva? What do you think?
I translate.
Yeah. What do you think? It is beneficial? Do you think it is beneficial, or it is stupid to do like this?
Em xin phép trả lời. Anh Giang dịch dần nha.
Ok. Nói đi.
Dạ,
With
là lời đầu tiên á là em muốn cảm ơn Rinpoche. Dạ, tại vì á, nếu bây giờ mà nói là em thuộc từng cái lời phẩm 1 nói gì, phẩm 2 nói gì á, thì em không thuộc hết. Nhưng mà cái lời dạy của Rinpoche á, nó rất là thiết thực. Ở chỗ giống như là Ngài không phải là giảng dạy lại cái lời của những vị Bồ Tát, mà là giống như là một cái sự khai thị á. Có nghĩa là từ cái khi mà em nghe được ngay cái tức khắc, ngay cái lúc mà Ngài giảng á, là giống như em được ngộ ra là những cái gút mắt trong đời sống của em á. Ví dụ như em giận mẹ, em giận bạn em trách họ tại sao thế này, tại sao thế kia. Thì khi mà được Rinpoche giảng thì ngay lập tức là em hóa giải được cái điều đó liền. Mặc dù nói học thuộc từng lời, phẩm thứ nhất nói gì, thứ hai phải nói gì thì em nói không được, em chưa thuộc. Nhưng mà giống như nó có cái sự chuyển hóa, sự khai thị và chuyển hóa từ Rinpoche á. Cho nên là từ bây giờ mà em nhìn họ thì như lúc trước là em giận, em chấp, thì bây giờ em biết là họ bị vướng bởi cái sự giống như là Ngài nói, giống như họ say rượu thì họ mới gây tai nạn á. Mình trách này trách kia, thì riết bây giờ mình biết là họ chính vì họ bị vướng như vậy cho nên họ mới làm cho mình phiền não. Thì thay vì giờ em phiền não thì em lại nhớ lại là tại vì họ bị mắc kẹt như vậy, cho nên họ mới như vậy, cho nên em không có giận nữa. Thì em rất vui, có nghĩa là rất vui là được được Rinpoche giống như khai thị vậy á. Thì em muốn chuyển lời đến cảm ơn Rinpoche, làm như là đó không phải là những lời giảng lý thuyết suông, mà là giống như đánh trực tiếp khai thị để mà đệ tử như tụi em được chuyển hóa. Em cảm ơn nha. Xin hết.
She said sitting 37 practice of Bodhisattva is very like practical after hearings or teaching. To learn by heart and know each stanza, what is talk about in each stanza. She cannot remember all, but after hearings or teaching, and she like understand or open her mind to see all the real situation in day-to-day life. She understands that normally before she has some trouble or some kind of anger with her mother or with other people. But after understanding, because they follow their ignorance, they cannot do anything. Like someone someone drink alcohol and have some kind of accident because of affected by alcohol, that because they don't like to do like that. So she remember the example, and she can she can overcome her anger or something like that. So she's very happy and say thank you very much.
I see. No. There is no my teaching. This is not my teaching. This is teaching of Ngulchu Thome. You know, his name is Ngulchu Thome. It's a Tibetan name, and he was a great bodhisattva. Maybe in my opinion, he is like the Shantideva of Tibet. So it's his teaching. It's not my. There's nothing I teach. I am just trying to explain you the stanza, what it says, maybe to make you understand a little bit. I'm trying my best. It may not be also very good, but I'm trying my best, and I'm happy, and I'm glad if you understand those stanzas, and if it is beneficial to you or to us. That is the how to say the purpose of it. It is the purpose of it, and yeah. So yeah, as you said, that's very true. So if somebody is intoxication, and if someone hits you, then if you hit back to the person, you are hitting the person, but not the effect. So we see that the mistake what he's doing is not because of him, but from the alcohol, isn't it? So therefore, alcohol is bad, not the person. So that's how, if we can differentiate, yes, it does opens your mind a lot, and otherwise our mind is very, very narrow-minded, and you can only see what you can see at the front, but back at the back side you cannot see. You know, like in India over here, we have a Bollywood movie. I don't know if you have seen. I think many Vietnamese have sees Bollywood movie, and maybe Korean also. I don't know about Taiwanese. Maybe Taiwanese only see Three Idiots. So anyway, in Bollywood movie, you know, the actors, when they sing a song, sometimes they are in Switzerland, sometimes Switzerland mountain, sometimes they are in the you know, in some seaside and singing song you might have seen. So the actor only does like that, and the singer is at the behind, playback singer. So it's called playback singers. And so if those people don't know that there is a playback singer, you may think that, oh, this actor is so handsome, this actress is so beautiful, but at the same time, her voice and singing is also very beautiful, you know. And but if you know that there is a playback singer, then you know a good actor, but the song comes, the sound comes, the sound of the song is coming from somebody else. So we give the credit to the singer, but not to the actor, isn't it? Yeah. So it's, I think it's something like that. uh, at the present also, when we get in some trouble in life, and you said you have some problem with your mother, right? If I'm not wrong, she said she had some problem with the mother. And I know, not everyone, but many of my friends in Vietnam have problem with mother and father. I don't know why. And so anyway, if you can apply these teachings on that, from where you get from whom you get from where you get anger, from where you get attachment, from where you get jealousy, and then if you can apply that, then it is fixing yourself, it is transforming yourself. You cannot transform outside, but you can transform yourself. To transform someone else is very, very difficult. For example, Buddha Shakyamuni has been trying that, and his students has been teaching us for thousands of years, but still we are tough as a stone. So it's very difficult. But Buddha Shakyamuni himself he have trained himself the way how in this teaching talks, and he have applied that on himself, and in some 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, within 40, 50 years, he can transform himself. You see, so when you apply those these teachings on the situation of getting angry or getting attached or getting sad or getting happy, getting so depressed or getting so excited if you achieve something, like for example, if you get a lottery of 1 billion, like I don't know, in Taiwan they have, you get like that, then you forget everything and you think I am so great, and you forget everything. And or if something very bad happens to you and you get so depressed, and it comes to the situation of suiciding yourself, and on those kind of extreme situation, then if you can apply this and if you can change the situation, is a great benefit, isn't it? And that's how slowly you can transform your mental uh, attitude and ignorant, and that's how slowly you become much better, and then maybe arhat or bodhisattva or enlightened. But I don't think you should, and we should not expect. Today I study, I read 37 practice of bodhisattva, and after 1 week I become a Shantideva. That's not possible. Maybe not possible. I don't know. Maybe for you, maybe possible, but for a person like me, it's impossible. But training, and training yourself, analyzing that, applying that, or implementing that, or contemplating that again and again, again and again, then definitely you get mastered, you get the effect. That is certain, 100%. I think it's like that. I don't know. What do you think? Gyanla, what do you think? Is it like that?
Very, very true, Rinpoche lah.
Try. Every day must try. Every day must try. Whenever a situation comes, that is the time when you should apply. For example, you have a medicine, and then like you have a headache medicine, you have to eat that headache medicine when you have a headache. Then you eat, and your headache will be get relieved from the headache. But if you when you have a headache, the medicine you put in your pocket, it will not make any difference. Same as not having it, So therefore, clever or intelligent way is that whenever we have this kind of situation, at that time we should remember and apply that on that situation, which can change the situation into normal or better. And when you can do this and again and again, then you get practice, you get mastered into it. Then yeah, it's like that. There are some, I don't remember exactly the stanza, but a Kadampa teacher has said that when you have an enemy in the east, and you have a gun, if you point into the north, then there's no use. When the enemy is in the east, you must point the gun towards east. Then you can defeat or kill the enemy. But the enemy is in the east, and you point the gun on the west, then nothing will happen. So that's why whenever there is this kind of situation, then you should apply. When you have no situation like that, then you can think again and again, but there may not be much effect. But when there is situation, then at that time we should have the intelligence or awareness or mindful to apply that. Then you will see the benefit of these practices. That's why I encourage you to memorize the stanza, the root text. If you can remember it, then you can apply. You can immediately come in your mind. Okay, then today's stanza is how to renounce from attachment and clinging. We all have, right? That we don't have to. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't need to explain that. We have such a clinging attachment, not because of you, not because you prefer to have attachment, but due to ignorance, as it says that nangne mitunpa, what it appears to you, it does not exist in that as it appears, but in due to our ignorant or the habitual of countable of lifetimes, without any effort or without any effort, you see something. The desire makes it very beautiful. Desire makes it very great, very valuable, and it's very tricky, like a tricky, like women, like Korean women. They make they may be very ugly, but they make plastic surgery and become very beautiful. So trick, and it's a trick to make us get attached to her, right? Well, maybe that's the reason. Otherwise, why? So like that. Actually, it's not like that, right? Sonam Zambo, I heard that in Korea, a couple got married. And the husband was also handsome, and the lady was also very pretty. But when they got a son, or I don't know, a child, looked very ugly. So the husband was very surprised, says thinking that my wife is so pretty and I'm also fairly handsome, but how come my son become so ugly? So he doubted that maybe my wife have an affair with someone else, or I may not be the father of this child. And they came to almost to divorce or something, big problem. But then when they investigate, the wife was very ugly, but because of plastic surgery she became very very pretty. Yeah, like that. I heard. It's true or not, I don't know, but I heard something like that. Yeah, so as that, we get, according to the teaching, many teachings of Dharma, nangne mitunpa. Nang means appearance, and the reality is not the same. We are fooled by that because of the ignorant, because of lack of understanding, lack of analyzing, lack of wisdom. Therefore, it appears like that. You know, it's like that. So, shenpa, chakpa. Shenpa means clinging. Chakpa means attached. So because of that, many problem arises. Many problem and many suffering, unwanted situation arises because of that. So therefore, it is good to understand that. It is important to understand that, and or fight back to the attachment. Fight back to the attachment means with evidence, with logical evidence. You don't have to give logical evidence to someone else, but to give to yourself. There are so many reasons, so many examples like that. One example is that, but that's not very good example, I think. But there are many examples, like, for example, when you get in love with someone. Let's say this is easy, I think. If you get in love with a lady, because of some reason, there must be reason to get attached to her, to be felt love with her. There must be some reason. Because of that reason, you fell in love with that lady, and without her, we cannot live. We cannot stay. We cannot sleep. Food is also no taste if she is not there, or things like that happens. And slowly, that reason or that consequences and that cause and conditions changes, and after some times that lady becomes your enemy, isn't it? There are many. You fell in love, you cannot be separate with someone for a minute even, but due to some other problems, then you get married with that lady, and then after slowly you have children, and then another situation arises, and that becomes disgusting. You don't want to stay even for a minute. You don't want to stay, you don't want to have food with her. Nothing is pleasant in her presence. Their situation changes. Why? So, in a similar way, uh, attachment and clinginess without any backup of evidence and wisdom or intelligence, then we get all those problems. And due to that, not only this problem, but then we accumulate cause and conditions, matters for future lifetime even. So because of that, here it talks about I mean, the author tries to explain us the reason and the negative side of the attachment and clinging without experimenting, without analyzing. So that is in Tibetan how to say language is Debe Yunten Lense Chudangda Chizam Chekyang Sepa Perargur Kangla Chenchak Kewe Ngobonam Talla Pongwa Gyalse Laglenin. That is the stanza. First, you would like to say that one, which I talked before? Yeah, you say that. Maybe otherwise it becomes too long. So Debe Yunten Lense Chudangda means the appearances in the sensorial organs such as form, color. Yeah?
Maybe not finished translating.
Okay. Finish? Can I speak? Yeah. Debe Yunten. Deba means attachment or wanting, not need, but wanting. Food we need, but doesn't have to be so delicious. As it says in many teachings, the kasemen dang dawa rikpai, gyakshir mala, nyebechir mala, sakshir mala, lune bashikchi, there are teachings like that. We should consider the food as a medicine, not for a pleasure, actually. But similarly, so wanting have no limit. Wanting have no limit. You have one, you will like to have two. You have two, you will like to have three. You have 10, you will like to have 20. You have 100, you want 200, and so on and so forth. So there is no limit. The quality of attachment or wanting is lensechu means like a salted water. If you are when you are suffering from thirst, and if you drink salt water, instead of getting relief from thirst, the thirst will increase. So therefore, appearances in the sensorial organ of eye, beauty, prettiness, colorful, all this, and sound, nice sound, good music, and good feeling, and good taste, and good smell, and all those kind of things. And all these things, no matter, there is nothing which is called this is the best. There can be best, there's no limit. So therefore, your attachment, your wanting will also increase. There are so many. I'm sure you also know, and I also know some of. There are like for example, I have 100,000 rupee, and some has 1 million rupee, and some have 1 billion rupee, but wanting on the level of need or want is same. I also want, even although I have 100,000 rupee, I also want, and the person who have 1 million rupee also want, the one who have a billion rupee also wants. I want million rupee, and the one who have million rupee wants a billion rupee, and the billion rupee wants trillion rupee. So it's a want. Want means need. Need means poor. You are poor. You are begging. You are a beggar. You are begging. No matter you beg to whom, even you beg to Buddha, you beg to God, you beg to Zambala, you are a beggar. You beg to me, and or you beg to Zambala, is what difference is there? It's same. So the way you have to understand all the quality, the effect, or the result of want is endless. So endless means more suffering. More suffering. You have to struggle to have it. When you don't have it, you disappoint. And you have it some, and when you lose it, you get disappointed. So the desire, it's not the billion. The $1 billion is neither is good, neither is bad. There's nothing wrong, but wrong is within yourself. Your want, your desire, your attachment is blind, not knowing, blind. Therefore, we have problems. So, no matter how much you have, the desire will become bigger and bigger. I just want to have a house. I just want to have a house. When I have a house, I would like to have a palace. If I have a palace, I would like to have a, maybe if possible, one state. If I have one state, I would like to have the country. If I have the country, I want to have the own whole world. Now someone almost control all world, so now they want to go to Mars or to moon. I don't know where. So there is no limit. So therefore, 지점제 장수가 그러죠. 강라 신차 기회 응어보는 탈라뽕을 개설라레인. Therefore, to whatever you are desperate to have, you desperate to need, want that very strong clinging, very strong attachment. You should understand. You should understand beauty of someone, the fascinating reason of whatever you see. House. Oh, big house is very nice. Big car is very nice. This is very nice. That is very nice. It's all exaggerated. It is all exaggerated by your mind. Right? So therefore, because of that, it becomes like a how to say, like something like a chain, which will tie us to the samsara, to the lunhui, to the cyclic existence. Because of that, because of your attachment, because of your desire, because of your wanting, you do. Your body, speech, and mind do something. Due to that, you accumulate consequences or causes that will link, make it bigger and bigger, become the, what do you call this? The rope which you hang is what you call in English.
Noose.
When people get death penalty, they get a rope to hang. No, what do you call that?
Noose. Sey Rinpoche. Noose. Noose. Noose.
Lu.
Noose. Noose, maybe? Noose.
Oh, noose. Yeah, it's like a noose. Noose to hang, and kill your further spiritual or further development of wisdom. So therefore, whatever object to which you get really attached, really wanting, desperate about that, before trying to get that, think again, as it says here. It's like a, what are you going to have? What will happen if you have it? And you think again. And you see the effect of it, and renounce from that, get rid of that, get far away from it. That's how training your mind is the 23rd practice of Bodhisattva. Can you understand me?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Ngài hỏi là cái điều đó có ý nghĩa không?
So it does not mean that if you have a delicious food in your plate and you throw away, it does not mean that. If you have a nice car, it doesn't mean that you burn it. Or if you have a beautiful house, it doesn't mean that you throw away or burn it. If you have a billion or trillion dollars, it doesn't mean that you just you should burn it. That's not. It's not talking about that. But you have to understand. Don't get attached to it. Don't make it so important. Don't make it so important. If it is important, okay, you go after it. But before you think, our mind projects that as a very, very important, very, very valuable, you think again. Is it so important or not? In other words, don't waste your life. Don't waste your important, the very valuable time, which can never reverse. Which can never reverse. Now, whatever age you are, next year you will become older. You cannot become younger, no matter how much you have. No matter you are driving a Rolls Royce. You have a Rolls Royce. If you are 50, you will be 51. After having, you will not become 49. So therefore, the time which you invest for that, it is worthwhile or not. That we have to analyze and help yourself not to waste that precious time, which we cannot reverse even a fraction of time. So that when you waste that time, you regret, but then you cannot have it again. So therefore, it means that don't waste your important, very valuable time for those kind of, how to say, tricky things, tricks us, drag us, waste our time. It means that. You understand? Yeah. So there is another very beautiful book written by Nagarjuna Longsu Pusa, and he has the title of that book is called Susidileka, or in Tibetan we call Shepetingik. Shepetingik means it's a letter. I mean, he made into stanza, very beautiful stanza, like in a poem way, very poetic. He Nagarjuna wrote to his friend, a king called Gyalpo Dejo Sangpo. I don't know what you call it. Maybe they some say it's Ashok. I don't know whether it's not. I don't know. But anyway, he has written to him in that book. One of the stanzas says, Nornam kungi nang ne chok shepa rapchok lakpar hamitun pesung. He said, if you want to have a very valuable treasure, which cannot be compared with any treasure, if you want to have, then you should have the treasure of satisfaction, treasure of contentment. Once you have the treasure of contentment, then you are the richest man in the world, because you don't need anything more. Isn't that is a good, very good advice of Longsu Pusa? It's a very great advice, isn't it? You think it makes very great sense. And he said that this is, he said, "Nonam kungi na ne chok shepa rapchok lakpar hamitem besung." That is the most valuable, how to say, object to achieve, to gain. Buddha has taught. That's what he said to him. Now the second, the 24th stanza, Sulmin Yije Pongsul. Sulmin Yije Pongsul. Sulmin Yije Pongsul means how to get rid of Sulmin, untrue. Yije, Sulmin Yije means untrue, which is actually, how to say, exaggerated by your mind. Your mind, but mind has many levels. Mind with attachment, or mind with anger, mind with jealousy, mind with ignorant. Whatever it creates are all wrong. So therefore, how to face that? So therefore, to face that in three ways. First, to introduce the reality, the fact. Introduce the fact, introduce the reality, and through this introduction, one should understand the reality, the fact. Follow the fact, follow the reality, not the exaggerated. You understand? So it says, the stanza says, chitar nangwa dida rangisim semit dönne trebe tadangtal dengi shene sung zin senmanam yilami je gyase lalenin. So this is this only 4 sentences, but it talks about if we start to talk about, I mean, how can I explain this? This is it talks about the whole Buddhist view, Madhyamika, the middle path, or you can say the middle path, or it explains about Chitta Matra. It talks about the Rangyupa, Dodepa, all those four Buddhist schools concept is included into this. It's very, very vast. Like Shirap Ki Parul Chimba, or like 16 volumes, which is translated into Tibetan, Yum. It's called Yum. We call it Yum. Yum means mother, the wisdom, mother of Buddhas. So this introduces the understanding of emptiness. So this is very, 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 very complicated and very, very vast, very deep. I mean, it is not. I cannot reach to the depth of it, but only from the shallow part, I can just talk a little bit. But actually, it's this kind of the deepest understanding cannot explain. By word cannot explain. It is beyond word. It has to understand, it has to realize only by meditation. According to Mahamudra, according to great perfection, it is only by meditating. But you have to know how to meditate. Now, when you say meditation, there are so many meditations, as you know. Maybe in the United States or in European countries, at every corner there is a meditation center, like a beauty parlor, like a yoga, what do you call, yoga ashram, you know. So I can't say those are not meditation, but this meditation is meditating on a specific subject, specific knowledge, not just meditating for pleasure, no. Meditating for wisdom. So therefore, if you want to meditate on emptiness, you have to know how to meditate as well. So anyway, very briefly saying is that Timuk Pongwa, to get rid of ignorant, we have to understand the reality. We have to understand the fact, isn't it? Yeah, and then after that, okay, then maybe first it talks in 3. The beauty, the pretty, the wonderful, the beautiful, so fascinating is not, it did not become fascinating independently. Disgusting, very disgusting, very something which we hate, but we have to analyze that also does not exist independently. Everything appears dependently. This is Buddhist view. Because it is dependent, that is why it's empty. Empty does not mean empty nothing like space. No, it doesn't mean like that. So anyway, so therefore, first of all, introducing or in this stanza, it tries to explain the reality. So, Chitarnangwa Dita, rangisem seni tenne trebeta dangtal teni shene sungzin tsemanam yilemice geselalenin. First, you want to say that? Or I continue?
Okay, you can continue.
I can continue, okay. So, whatever appears from front of our sensorial organs, whatever it reflects in our sensorial organs, as it reflects in a mirror, as it reflects in the mirror cannot, everything reflects in mirror, isn't it? You look at mirror, you show your face in a mirror, it reflects exactly as you are in the mirror. But mirror does not discriminate anything. Good, bad, beautiful, ugly, handsome, not handsome, fat or skinny, nothing will be discriminated, will not differentiate anything, just appears. Right? But the mind inside, now if you talk about Senjung, there are 52 different mental, how to say, afflictions in our mind, which creates, which exaggerates and differentiates, and all those kundunga and yunga and gewe samjung, megewe samjung. There are so many. But anyway, so reflects, but our sensorial organs cannot distinguish what is this and what is that. They don't give any name on it. They don't give any title. They don't give any label. But the mind, the consciousness behind that, if that consciousness is the wisdom, if the consciousness is a wisdom, demenelu kada in Dzogchen term, in Great Perfection's term, we call kadak primordially perfect. Or in Mahamudra, we call ye domenelu primordial reality. That is wisdom. Will not distinguish, of course distinguish, but will not discriminate. Will not discriminate. So our mind, why we are like this now, why we are what we are, because of our mental discrimination on the appearances, on what it appears. Okay, simply saying, appears very beautiful. For example, my desire says, okay, Chinese oriented country says, oh, red color is very good. Right? In your Chinese culture, if you put money, Hong Pao, right? Hong Pao, right? You put money in red envelope and you give, it's very good. And if you put in a white envelope and give, is not good, or maybe unauspicious, not good and bad, but auspicious and non-auspicious. Although inside will be $100. You put in a red envelope is also $100. You put in a white envelope is also $100. Its value is same. But you get, if I am a Chinese, if somebody give me $100 in a red envelope, I'll be happy. And if somebody gives me $100 in white envelope, maybe I may not be so happy. Why? You understand? I'm not putting Chinese down. I think it's the same in Vietnam and maybe Korea. I don't know it's same or not. I don't know. In Korea, I heard Korea is same. Korea is white and red is same, or red is better.
Almost the same.
Almost the same, not exactly same.
Black, maybe black.
Almost same means not same.
Just a little difference.
Little different. Which one is better?
Oh, we like a white one better.
Or white one better? Oh, I see. You see? So like that. So Chitanangwan Dita Rangisem, the appearances of the red and white, we make it good and bad. Chinese oriented people make the red one is good, and Korean people make the white one is good. In Tibetan also we think white one is better. You know, but we are Hong Chao, Hong Chao, Kagyupa, Nyingmapa, we wear red hat. Maybe red is better. Gelupa, Huang Chao, hat is yellow, so yellow is better. Right? Hat is hat, just wear on the head. And that hat actually has not much benefit also, like our Hong Chao's, the Kagyupa hat is a very big one like this, you know, like this one. Did you see like this one? It doesn't help to prevent sunshine. It doesn't prevent rainfall. It doesn't prevent cold. It doesn't prevent hot. Nothing. Just on the head, but we wear it. So yeah. So it's a creation of mind. Chidanangwa dita rangisem. Whatever appears is nothing good, nothing bad. We make it good and bad. Right? We make it good and bad. Who? My mind, or our mind, make it good and bad. So because we make it good and bad, although it's not good, not bad, but we make it good and bad. So behind that, when that is not good and bad, and when someone makes good and bad, is a stupid, isn't it? Is a ignorant. So because of the ignorant, we discriminate into a good and bad. So the good I want, bad I don't want. Good we try to get, but very difficult to get. Bad we don't want, but it just come automatically. So it's called dual, Ninjin Gilo. So because of the mind, all this mind, not the general mind, but the ignorant mind, creates this dualism, the two things, good and bad. Although there is no good and bad, right? White is also good, white is not good, not bad, red is also not good, not bad. There is no logical reason because of white should be good or red should be good. You can make many stories, but strong evidence of logic evidence you will not find. So that is ignorant mind makes that. All these appearances, good and bad, even in high, we go deeper into Dzogchen, or great perfection, or Mahamudra, even enlightenment and samsara. There is no enlightenment, no samsara also. Gampopa, in Gampopa's Jewel Ornament of Liberation, it says the what you call enlightenment and samsara is like the two sides of your hand. Without the inner palm, there will be no outer layer. Without the outer one, there will be no inner. If there is no enlightenment, there will be no samsara. If there is no samsara, where is enlightenment? Maybe that's too far. But anyway, all these appearances, what it appears to us is creation of your mind. That it's true or not, nobody forces you to think like that, but we should at least use our human intelligence, which is called to analyze. Is that right or wrong? As I told you earlier, as it says earlier, for a Western lady tanned skin is beautiful. You know, little bit brownish color is beautiful. So therefore, they go in the beach and stay in the sun until you get burned, until you become red, and then slowly become brown. Right? As an Asian lady, white color is more beautiful. Fair color is more beautiful. So they use umbrella, and everywhere they go, they use umbrella to protect from the sun, so that I don't become black. Isn't it? Right? Yeah. So the sun is like an enemy. You know, sun is enemy for my skin. So you run away from, you escape from sun. Maybe you will have deficiency of vitamin D, but maybe vitamin D is better than fair. So, but anyway, you run. Sun becomes an enemy of you because of our thinking, our mind. Asian girls, Western girls, sun is friend. Like in Russia or like in Finland or those places, there's no sun. So it's a problem again. So they have to come to Nha Trang in Vietnam or to Thailand, or I don't know, to other places to become more dark, you see. So it's all exaggerator of mind. That's a small example, but you can go to any level. It's all exaggeration of mind. So nelukten lambapa means that over here, by saying this, by this stanza, trying to introduce us the reality, the fact, whether according to Buddhism or according to according to Buddhism. That's what this author try to explain us by his words. So if that is true, that everything is exaggeration of your mind, then you look at the mind itself. Where is mind? Who is mind? Where is mind? Where is mind? Some say in the brain. We Tibetans, we say in the heart. I don't know whether it's in the heart. Nowadays, sometimes people take away the heart and operate at that time. I don't know, where does one mind go? Where is mind? How does mind look like? To whom which obey. Whatever the mind says, we do. Right? When the mind is upset, we kill ourselves. We jump off the building. We shoot ourselves, kill ourselves. Mind says you kill yourself, you kill. We don't ask any question. Right? The mind says, oh, that is a very bad person. He's a very bad person. That guy is a very bad person. So you kill him. Okay. Kill. We don't ask why he is bad. We don't ask. Isn't it? So, but that powerful mind, where it is? If you are so dominated by that mind, you have to find that out. So if you try to find that out, according to Buddhism, it is beyond exception, beyond how to say. There's a word. Fabrication. Beyond fabrication. Even in Heart Sutra, Buddha says, right? You know that word, right? And also Tilopa, in Tilopa, the great saint, one of the great Mahasiddha of India, who's the teacher to Naropa, he also says, Keho dini rangri ishete ngagi lamde iki choyulbin tilingai chi ang tondo me rangi rangi chunde shepherd cha. If you understand it, it's very fact, very true. For the by word cannot understand. So Naropa, for example, Naropa, he was a professor in Nalanda University, one of the greatest professor, not just professor, in Sutra. Then he wanted to he know by intellectualism, he knows everything, but he doesn't really realize the reality. So therefore he went to find a teacher, Tilopa, and to make it brief, he followed him for 12 years. He went under 24 hardship to learn the reality. And at the very end, it's a long story. You can read Naropa's biography. It's very great. So at the end, after following 12 years, Tilopa took out his slipper shoes. In India, they have a flip-flop made out of wood. Wooden flip-flop is very hard. And he hit on his forehead, and Naropa was fainted, unconscious. And before he hit Naropa, he says, Keho dini rangrik ishete means the ultimate nature, ultimate reality. I don't know how to say word. There's no word, but now we have to use some words, so we have to say reality, ultimate nature. What is ultimate nature? Again, the question will arise: what is ultimate nature? What is ultimate reality? No word, but use this word: ultimate nature, ultimate reality. It is only. It is only. I don't know how to say. It is only a subject of your own rangrik self-realization. No one else can explain. For example, taste. Only tongue can taste. Eyes cannot taste. Right? Sound, tongue cannot hear. Smell, tongue cannot smell. Feeling, tongue cannot feel. Tongue can, the taste, only tongue can taste. Right? Right or wrong? Please, if right, you do like this. If wrong, you do like this. Right? Sound. Only ear can hear. Nose cannot hear. If nose cannot hear, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, because ear can hear. Smell, only nose can smell. Eyes cannot smell. Right? So therefore, ultimate nature of phenomena existence, or nature of your mind, only it is can understand or can feel, can realize by your own mind. Keho dini rangriki shite ngagi lamde. Ngagi lamde means it is beyond speech. Cannot describe. There is no word. Ngagi lamde. Yiki choyul mean. If you try to figure out, is it like that? Is it like that? If you try to figure out, cannot. Therefore, I cannot teach you anything. I cannot teach what you want to know. You have to realize by yourself. That is Tilopa's word. There are so many words like that by Saraha also in Doha, or in Prajna Paramita Sutra, Heart Sutra. You say Heart Sutra, right? How to say in Chinese Heart Sutra? Qingjing. Ching ching.
Ching
Right?
ching.
Huh?
Xing jing.
Jin.
Xin ching or chin ching. What? Yeah. So I substitute yeah yeah magi mi ganam ke ngo ni sosor rang ri ishi choy wa tusum gewe yum le chasalo you know sosor rang rik ishi choy yulwa. Buddha also says the ultimate nature, ultimate reality is rang rik choy yulwa. Only your mind can understand, nothing else. Ear cannot hear, nose cannot smell, tongue cannot taste, eye cannot see, body cannot feel. Only it is a knowledge of mind. So therefore, then when everything is, if everything is executed by your mind, then now what is mind? We analyze the mind. That is, as I told you just now, as those masters says, it is beyond word. So that means only by meditation or looking the mind itself. Maybe the word of meditation, I don't know, is right or wrong, but looking at mind itself. Who looks at the mind? Mind looks at mind itself. Your eyes cannot see. Your ear cannot hear. Your nose cannot smell. Your tongue cannot taste. Your body cannot feel. So how? So mind itself. Mind itself watch the mind. So when you understand, when you watch your mind and when you find out something, then when you realize that, then all this subject and object, sung means grasping, sung zin means hold, sung zin senma means like a putting label, putting what do you call, like how to say, Nike put like this and Adidas put like this. What do you call that? Brand name. What do you call it?
Logo, Sey Rinpoche.
A logo. Yeah, you cannot put any logo. That's a logo. Good is like this. Bad is like this. You know, you can. There's no log. Cannot put any logo. Cannot put any mark. Any brand name. There's no brand. So then Sebana, therefore, when you should realize in that way, when you understand that, then all those things which we discriminate, good, bad, beautiful, ugly, high, low, great, and how to say, great, and the opposite of great is what? He's a very great man, that one is not very great, and all these things. All those things. So therefore, you cannot point. Everything is untrue. So there is nothing to hold. So understand that by knowing that, not by unknowingly, you have to thoroughly investigate, and then when you understand, there is nothing to hold. And training like that is one of the wisdom or path to liberation or Bodhisattva's practice or way of life. I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe my explanation is not very good, very poor. But if you want to learn this, I mean, it takes ages. You know, with Tibetans, we have geshe. We call geshe in Gelugpa tradition, which they study for 20, 30 years. Study this. And in Kagyupa lineage or in Dzogchen Mahamudra or what you call great perfection lineage, we call Gomchen. Meditate what? Meditate this. Milarepa meditate for how many years? Meditate on what? On this. Buddha meditate on what? On this. Tilopa meditate on what? On this. Naropa meditate on what? On this. Everybody meditate on this. It doesn't find, you can, I cannot say cannot, maybe some may do, but it's not a achievement that you can achieve so fast. Or maybe can achieve, some special people may achieve, I don't know. But person like me, I don't expect I can achieve in few years or few months, just doing meditation for 1 hour or half an hour, and then I say I understand everything. Then it's too easy. Then we become more special than Buddha. We become more special than Milarepa. We become more special than all those great masters that they spend whole life, whole day and night, and they get achieved in one lifetime or 10 lifetimes. And if we can achieve by doing for half an hour and achieve in few months, then we are so special. I hope and I pray that we achieve, but maybe that hope may not, might how to say, might disappoint us. Yeah, but the reality is like that, as it says here. And then it's true or not, I don't have to say it is true. Buddha doesn't have to say it is true. Milarepa doesn't have to say it is true. This author doesn't have to say it's true. He just explains. It's true or not, we have to understand. We have to analyze and understand. If true, do it. If not true, forget it. Do what you are doing now. Right? That's what Buddha says. I have shown what I know. You, Tharpa means liberation. I show the liberation to you. Liberate or not, it depends on you. Depend on us. You understand? It's very fact. It's very, 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 very. I mean, how to say? Very transparent. So it's like that. Where is it? 기단랑와 디다 랑기셈 세미토네 쪼베 타당터 댕이시네 숭순 세만남 일레미제게셀라레닌. So therefore everything is exaggeration of your mind. So don't try to achieve something from exaggeration. There are some words saying that don't follow the footsteps in the water. Somebody is going in the water, you try to follow the footstep, you cannot see footstep. It's not unreal, it's all untrue. So if you want to achieve something untrue and get what you want, happiness, joy, liberation, cannot. That's what it says. Yeah. And also, these are very, very simple and very, very not so simple, but it's I mean very brief, and very effective for a person like me. But there are words like Dzogchen, Mahamudra, great perfection, and then we say, oh, I am a Dzogchen practitioner. I am a great perfection practitioner. I am a Mahamudra practitioner. Oh, these are Sutrayana. This is very not important. Sometimes we say like this. That means we don't understand. Those who say this they don't understand. In my opinion, I feel like this. Yeah, it's all same. Yeah. Light has come. Okay, so maybe today it's a little bit too long, so maybe we stop here. Yeah.
Ngài bảo hôm nay chúng ta dừng ở đây bởi vì nó bài hơi dài.
Yeah. Yeah, I really hope that you will memorize these stanzas. If you really want to, apply that in your life, in day-to-day life, then you should memorize in your own language, not in Tibetan. Then you know what you are saying, right? Otherwise, if you speak Tibetan, is good. Otherwise, if you try to memorize in Tibetan, then it will be like a cat memorizing the dog's language. So you memorize in your own language. Korean people memorize in Korean language. Vietnamese memorize in Vietnamese language. Chinese memorize in Chinese language. And if there's other listeners, I don't know, but if you have that in translated in your own language, it's best you memorize in that. I also memorized. So in the morning, sometimes, instead of recitating Om Baza Guru Pe Masjidi Hung, Om Mani Pe Me Hung, I recitate this is more effective. I recite this is more effective. I understand what I'm saying. And I say Om Mani Pe Me Hung, Om Mani Pe Me Hung. But in my mind, I say Om Mani Pe Me Hung. May I get this, may I get this, may I not have that, and this only that how to wish, trying to fulfill my stupid wish. And I say, "Oh, Mao Baza Guru Pe Masidu, Baza Guru Pe Masidu." What I think, what I'm asking for? Oh, I should not be sick. I should be very healthy. I should get little bit more money, more money, like that. When I realize in my mind, I am expecting that. From my mouth, I'm saying Om Baza Guru Pe Masidi Hung. I'm saying Om Mani Pe Hung. But unknowingly, what I am, what is my inspiration? I'm how to say? I am trying to ask because the group have something wrong or money no, it's very perfect, very good. But because it is inside the group I have to think of the meaning, then I understand. But when I say oh money group I don't understand spontaneously, so my wish is something else. So this one is pure Tibetan, and I mean, like normal Tibetan may not understand, but I have studied a little bit, so I understand the meaning, not thoroughly, but roughly I understand. So I recite this. It makes some changes. I mean, really, honestly saying, I feel something is going on. Some effect is there. I feel like this. So it might be the same to you. So therefore, I think if you can memorize, memorize means you just memorize. It's like memorizing your name. I memorize your name, you memorize my name. If I don't memorize your name, how do I call you? So same, like that you memorize, and you read every day and you are memorized, and then it's useful. I mean, if you are going to apply. If you are not going to apply, and if you are just listening what I'm saying, then it's up to you. Okay? truly speaking, really honestly saying, once, I mean, a few years ago, I mean, many years ago, 10, 12 years ago, I was going to go to London, to England. So you have to apply for the visa for England, for London, and it is very difficult to get the visa for Indian passport in for London, because there's too many Indians already. So they think that we will go and stay there, you know. So we have to go to the High Commission that time. Nowadays you just go, you don't have to go to the High Commission, but at that time you have to go to High Commission. So I was waiting at the door for the visa, and we have to have an interview. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was waiting at the door, and then I don't know, it's our habit. Maybe we are Tibetan, so we have this habit. So I was reciting, Oma Baza Guru Pema Siddhi Hum, Oma Hum Baza Pema Siddhi Hum, Oma Hum Baza Guru Pema Siddhi Hum, you know. And Tusum Sangya Guru Rinpoche, Ngurup Kunda Deva, Parche Kuse, Dudu Trapo, so the Singila, China Sangha Parche Shiva, the Samba people Singila, I was recitating this. Then I went in, and then I went to the consular, and I cannot see them.
Because yeah, come.
Yeah, so I was saying that, you know, so I was, are you here? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So in Delhi, I was in the British High Commission. Then I went in to my interview to the consular. I don't know, maybe there's another one. So I was recitating Oma Hum Baza Guru Pema Siddhi Hum, Oma Hum Baza Guru Pema Siddhi Hum, and you know, Tusum Sangya Guru Rinpoche Ngutu Kuto Dewa Chembechak, all those things I was recitating. And I went, and I thought, now it will work. You know, I will get my visa. So I went in, and I had an interview, and they reject. They didn't give me visa at that time. I couldn't go to London, but I went to Italy. So then I came out, and I was so disappointed. I said, what, Guru? I pray for Guru Rinpoche so hard. To some Sangye Guru Rinpoche, like for half an hour, I've been waiting, and I was chanting, and Bazar Guru Pema Siddhi Hum, and you disappoint me. I was really kind of, you know, pissed off from Guru Rinpoche, to be honest. Then afterwards, I was thinking myself, that why did I recite this to get visa? Then I know what the Tusum Sangye Guru Rinpoche Ngotu Kuda Dewa Chambesha Parche Kunsel Tundu Traposa, so what the Chinang Sangwe Parche Siwa, the external what you call obstacles and internal obstacle. Nowhere it says about visa. If you don't get visa, pray to Guru Rinpoche. It doesn't say. So I thought it's not Guru Rinpoche's fault, it's my fault. You know, so you know, actually we pray to Guru Rinpoche for these stupid matters, and we never even think that, may I at least become like you. If we pray for that, maybe that prayer may come true if we work at the same time. But if you just pray for Guru Rinpoche for these stupid matters, you know, it is so stupid myself, isn't it? Yeah, so like that. If you read this, I mean, if you recite this, at least in the word, it doesn't say that if you recite this, you will get visa, or if you recite this, you will get money or something. Never said here. It talks very clearly about the meaning. So it's very effective. What I mean is like that. So stupid. I was like, it's same as asking the president to help my shoes clean. It's like that, same. Okay, so thank you very much. Cảm ơn rất nhiều. 안녕, 감사합니다.谢谢, and see you next Sunday.
감사합니다.
Thank you,
감사합니다.
Rinpoche.
Yeah.
감사합니다.
rinpoche.
Yeah, thank you.
谢谢，
로제도
Thank
지체.
you,
Very
Rinpoche.
much. Thank you.
谢谢
Thank you,
rinpoche。
Rinpoche.
怎么不会跳我们的？
Rinpoche, long life and good health.
Sorry?
谢谢 long life and
Oh, long
good
life. Okay, thank you.
谢谢仁波切，
谢谢仁波切。
啊，谢谢。
谢谢仁波切，
谢谢 rinpoche。
Thank you, Rinpoche.
rinpoche 下线了。你成为主持人。
Thank you, Rinpoche.
每个外面下线的，请仁波切也下线。
对啊，还没有离
下
开
来，正在那里呢。
还没有离开结束，
有吗？
储存。我爱讲哦，